Swirl, and today we're going to be making a Taiwan swirl. I have my mom with me, actually.
Hi.
Yeah, I mean, show your hands. Be like, these are my hands.
Just like yours.
They do. So mom's gonna she wanted to know how I made a soap that I did with the Taiwan Swirl, and so I was gonna show it to her. We're gonna be doing 3 different colors. We're going to use 3 Olive Martini from Mad Micas. And we're going to use, I don't know if I still have a jar. Yes, I do. King Tut from Mad Micas. And I think my 3rd color is from them as well, but I lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, Steelworks. Steelworks, also from Mad Micas. So we're doing an entirely Mad Micas color situation here. And we're going to scent it with, I got a sample of white tea and ginger from Brambleberry. So it'll be a little light scented. I really should have about 2 ounces of scent, and this is around 1, but we're gonna make it work, right?
Right.
All right. So we're all suited up for safety. Not that you can see us, but we have glasses, we have gloves, and we've got our lye solution, which has about 2 ounces of salt water. I've dissolved 2 teaspoons of salt into 2 ounces of water to get what's the equivalent of a couple teaspoons of sodium lactate, which will make the bar harder and also unmold a little easier. This one, I just want to take to emulsion because we want this nice and liquid to pour it to get that really pretty swirl. I think I'm pretty much there, but I'm going to go just a little further. Since I'm using a little bit of palm oil, I don't want false trace to get in there and make me think that I've got soap when really I've got a bucket full of oil. Doesn't look like anything's separating on me, so I think that is emulsified. Woo! Patting it like a baby on the bottom. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and divide this out. I've got about 48 ounces of batter divided by 3 is going to be about, what, 14 ounces? Roughly 12 would be 36. I don't know. We're gonna start with 16, isn't it? I'm gonna have about a pound. Yeah, I'm doing a 3-pound batch. I'm gonna have a pound of this. Yeah. This is why I work with my mom. She's better with the math than I am. I used to just do this all by like eyeballing it, but I did find out that took me longer. So I just actually measure it now. You wouldn't think it would, but it goes quicker. See if I did my math right. What do you think? Do we think we did it right? Someone out there's going, yes, 16 times 3, you're fine. Haha, we're right at 15. I went a little over on one of them, but that's okay. By the time I scrape this out, we're gonna be right at. Well, it's going to show lighter because I took the spatula out. Oh. Never waste soap. That right there could wash your hands. That little bit that I just scraped into there. 15, yeah, so we're close. Within a half ounce. All right, so let's see what these colors look like. I'm excited about this. Mom picked the colors. Why'd you pick these?
They reminded me of the fall.
They reminded you of the, you know this won't be ready till like Christmas.
Probably not.
Turns out kind of like orangey, but it's really pretty.
butterscotch.
It does look like butterscotch. So King Tut, Steelworks, 3 olive martini, and I think we're gonna put them in that order. I think that'll look really nice like that. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead, I don't need the scale anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and put my colors in because I gotta do this all at once and I want it to be pretty fluid. So I'm gonna try to divide that up as evenly as I can. What?
You meant the fragrance.
I did, what did I say?
The colors.
The colors. See, this is why she has to work with me. She does better than me. Ooh, that smells good. Yeah, it's kind of, you said you think it smells kind of like jasmine-y kind of a type smell. I think it's, yeah, it kind of does. It's very, it smells like a scent that should be soap. It's got a little floral to it, but not overpowering.
Plus outdoors.
Yeah. Like kind of like a sweeter smelling fresh cut grass kind of smell. Like it's got that outdoorsy summer day kind of thing. Yeah. All right, so I have this mold. I actually got this, I think like from like AliExpress or something. So I was trying to find an inexpensive mold with dividers. So it's got these dividers in it so that I can take this and pour 3 different colors that won't mix together. So we decided we were gonna do the gray in the middle, the Steelworks in the middle, and then my green and my orange on either side. So the great thing is this one, you know, normally you have to like hold these down while you pour. This one's not too bad. I didn't really have, I've used it once before and didn't have that issue. So we'll see. The famous last words. Just get all of this stuff off the side. Make sure I don't have any color like left in the bottom. That would be fun, wouldn't it? What are you looking at?
If you have color in the bottom.
Oh, looking out for me. Okay, so I am gonna hold it down just to be sure. And I've heard, I wanna say Terry with Tree Marie Soapworks was the one that said, you hold it down, but only fill it up part way. That way you don't have to worry about it kind of like overflowing on you or flowing underneath, I guess is what she said. I don't know. Oops, see I spill. I'm so messy at this still. One day, right?
Why do you do 3? I mean,
Why do I do it like a little bit at a time?
Yes.
So it doesn't like float the divider up and it gets under there.
That
Once you
was
get
what
some
you
of
were
it in there.
saying.
Yeah, that didn't say it very well, did I? Who let me have a YouTube channel? That's right, they're free. Anybody can have them. Other thing I'm not real good at with this yet either is determining when, because it displaces a little, right? So when you get it all the way to the top, you still got a little more room to go. So I really can overfill it a little bit, but I don't really know how much, and I'm worried that if I do it wrong, I'm gonna end up with this all over the counter. Oops, what did I hit? I think I hit the edge of the other pitcher over here. Made me spill it. Start pouring left-handed more often, you know? All right. Now here's the tricky part. Here's where I made a mess last time. And that is pulling these molds out, or pulling these dividers out and trying not to get your batter everywhere. Just famous last words. So we're gonna do this really carefully and try not to get it everywhere. These, if you want, you can pour into this mold here. I'll give you spatulas if you want. I'm gonna make little sample soaps with that. So I'm gonna try to pull these out without making a total disaster. I can't pull them out at all. Great. There we go. Try to get as much off of that as I can. Oops. Okay, one done, one to go. See how I got soap all over my gloves. This is how you get lye burns, people. Don't do it this way. All right, let's see if I can pull that out. Nope. Let's try doing it this way. See if I can, there we go. Just pull it out like that. Try not to drop everything back into the soap once I'm done. Look at that! I didn't screw it up. What do you know? Looks nice. It should look nice. I kind of know what I'm doing. All right, you ready to see this swirl and how this works?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna use the end of this long spatula that I have here. And this is really fun. This would be easier if I had something that I could swirl pretty evenly. The thing I gotta remember to do this time is go all the way to the bottom, because the last time that I did this, I didn't go all the way to the bottom and I ended up with just straight lines on it. So you literally, here's how this goes. So you stick it in and you go this direction, and then you go this way and you go like this. Oh no, it gets better. So I'm doing kind of a big one, then I'm gonna go back and do a smaller one.
Pretty though.
Yeah, it gets better. So there's my first one, and I'm gonna go like this and go in between those. So it's gonna be a little more complex than your average Taiwan swirl, but that's okay, we're gonna play. I like playing. And then you do this. So I did a double Taiwan. Is that a thing? If not, I just made it up.
Those almost look like ghosts.
Ooh, they do. Well, too bad it's after Halloween already. And there is my swirl. It's literally one of the easiest soaps to do. I don't like that I went both ways with it, but we'll see. It'll turn out okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That batch is done. So we're gonna continue to pour these little sample size doolollies. I'm gonna stick this in the oven to see pop. Oh! I just stuck my... Just screwed up my swirl. At least it's only on the top. Can't get mad. Can't get mad. So yeah, I started off thinking I was gonna do a Taiwan swirl and ended up with, I don't know, something else. But that's okay. I like it. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah? Okay. Let me move that out of the way. Put this over here. And I will help you finish pouring these. So let me see this real quick. It looks like baby. It looks like either like split pea soup or baby poop. It looks like we're making baby food. Like people that make their own homemade baby food. Look at this. It's like, oh, I spilled this, sorry. It literally looks like homemade baby food, where you got water in that.
In what?
In the mold.
I did not. I mean, I didn't do any water.
Uh-huh.
You did the water.
I didn't touch the water.
I don't do water.
Well, that's gonna have a glycerin river. I was trying to tell my mom earlier what glycerin rivers are, and we'll have to watch some videos on it because I can't explain the scientific part of it very well. But I do know why it happens, which is why I got glycerin rivers in the soap I did the other day. So I was trying to explain glycerin rivers, and like I said, I have to rewatch some videos because I don't know the science behind the glycerin rivers all that well, but I do know why it happens, and I know that I got them because I had dispersed my titanium dioxide into water, and so I'm adding more water to it, and that's how I get those glycerin rivers. And I kind of knew that might happen because I didn't think ahead and discount my water for the titanium dioxide, the TD. So I ended up with a few, but like I said, don't bother me. It's an aesthetic thing. I mean, you know, some people love it when they get them. Some people hate them. Personally, I just say, you know what, let's work with it. And a lot of people like that look when they buy their soaps, even though they may not know what it is, but it's totally safe. Doesn't mean you've got unsaponified lye or anything like that. It just is a look, just like soda ash. It doesn't really harm the actual soap. We're gonna have a little tiny baby soap over here. These do though, they look like when people make their own homemade baby food, at least until I did the gray with the green and the orange. It's like carrots and peas, and I don't know what the gray would be. All right, so we will come back, put this messy thing off to the side. We'll be back in about 24 hours. Well, I will, Mom won't, to cut it and show you the final result of my messed up Taiwan swirl. Right, let's cut this weird, not quite Taiwan swirl that I did. Let's see what happened. It looks beautiful. If you see the top of that, just looks absolutely gorgeous. It's just under 8. So I'm gonna do bars that are about 2 inches across. I have to cut this one differently than normal, but we'll see. These are gonna be small bars, but we're gonna be all right. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I like this. This will be okay. These are going to be so bizarre, but that's okay. So now I'm going to cut them this way. See what we get. Oh, actually, look at that. That turned out really nice. Even with my weird little thing. Now that side's a little strange, but that's okay. I'll plane that off. It'll look good. It's a nice little bar. And then there's this one. I got to do a little cleanup on that, but it's going to turn out okay. I'll do a little planing on that and it'll look gorgeous. Hey, I got glycerin rivers again. I didn't even put any. I must have, I don't know. I did do extra moisture on that, but we'll see. Let's see how this one looks. Let's cut this one. Oh, look at that. It turned out beautiful. It's a good swirl. I'm not upset. That's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. Got a few bubbles in there, but I can smooth that out pretty easily. Let's try, I'll do it this way. Let's try another cut, see what this looks like. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. What a nice little like handheld size bar of soap too. Like, it's not oversized. It'll be great for a facial bar or even to use in the shower or by the sink. Little hand size bar of soap. All right, now I gotta figure out which way I'm cutting. Okay, this way. This is gonna be a really small guy. The nice thing is these smaller bars, they'll usually sell them a little less because they're a smaller size. So somebody can afford a little nicer soap without having to do the full price. So there you go. That is my modified Taiwan swirl that I did differently. I don't know, I'm happy. I'm happy. And then I got all these little extra doodads that have a whole bunch of soda ash on them. But look at those nice little samples I have. Same scent. So they have that ginger and white tea scent from Brambleberry in them. This one got a little water in it, so it's still looking a little messy. The rest of these just unmold beautifully. And if you look, one of the things I do like about the soda ash is it really brings out the sparkle in the mica. I don't know. I just really enjoy that. I think it's pretty. And you can really see how pretty and sparkly that tends to be like that. I don't know. I like it. But then they're a nice, clean, neat, mini-sized bar on the other side. I use these at the sink usually for little handheld soaps. I've actually got one right here at my kitchen sink that I've been using. You know, whatever my leftovers are, I give them away as samples I'll give them away as samples with my orders. Just so that, you know, people get a little bit different scent than maybe what they ordered. They can try something new, different color maybe. Oh, that one has like a little bit of a swirl to it. It kind of looks like, you know, when people make, I think I said this when I was pouring this yesterday, but it reminds me of when people like make and freeze their own baby food, and they use these little trays like this, and then they stick that in their blender and blend it up for their baby. And don't do that with this. It's not food. So I don't do soaps that look like food. I'm always worried, like you go to like a farmer's market or something and you have it sitting there and a kid comes up and takes a bite out of your soap, and now you've got a kid trying to eat soap. I don't know. Maybe if you needed your mouth washed out with soap, it would be a good thing. These are still pretty soft. That's all right though. These will harden up really quickly because they're little, so not much to worry about. And then my favorite part of all this, these will probably go in my shavings bag so I can make confetti soap. But what's nice about this is that all the residue that remains on here is actually gonna just wash right off because now it's soap. So love it, love it, love it. Look, let's look at this one more time. Look at how pretty that turned out. It's absolutely gorgeous. Even though I was really apprehensive about that swirl when I did it. All right, well, there you go. I'm gonna photograph this so I can get you some nice sexy shots in the end. And then I will see you next time for whatever soap I'm gonna be making. I don't know, like I said, I don't plan ahead. I did this one on the fly and look how great it turned out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, or subscribe. And thanks for watching.